Hello everyone and welcome to my 2021-2022 Premier League predictions video. Before we get into this video, I thought I'd let you know that I am a Manchester United fan. It might make sense later on in the video, so I thought I'd mention it now. And also, just try and be polite in the comments. Like, we don't need to have a fight over opinion, right? If you've got a different opinion, let me know. Just let me know in a polite way. I mean, without further ado, let's jump into it. So, my top four we'll go with first. Now, this is in order. For the first spot, I've actually gone with my team, Man United. I don't know why, just backers. I feel like we have a strong squad now, and I know there's a lot of people that will say we can't win a Premier League with McFred in the midfield, and I don't think we'll use McFred this season. I think the whole idea of buying Varane was to not use McFred. I feel like we'll get more game time out of someone like Donny van de Beek. I feel like Matic will probably play a lot of games this season in comparison to last season anyway. Like 3 games is a lot of games in comparison to last season, right? I think that I truly believe that we'll hit form. We'll see what Ollie's been building. Whether you believe that Ollie can win a title or not is up to you. I think he can. I honestly think he can. What I've seen from Ollie, I do think he can. But you know, I also feel like I want to back my team. I want to back Man United. I want to. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my bones. I want to back us. Second place, City. Obviously, I do think there'll be a very tight title race this season. I don't think there'll be anyone running away with it this year. I think there'll be a very tight title race. Whether I've got the first two mixed up, maybe it's City first, United second, who knows. My third place is actually going to be Chelsea. I think Chelsea will come third. I think one thing for Chelsea this season that might be not a hindrance, but I wonder how reliant on Lukaku they're going to be this season. I can see them forcing the ball to Lukaku a lot this season and hoping that he scores a lot. Whether he can score those goals or not, I don't know. Chelsea, if they've got Werner firing, if they've got Lukaku firing, Havertz firing, could be a dangerous squad. But it's those games against the lower tier teams that they've got to work out. Obviously, I think they play like a 5-back under Tuchel. And that's great against the United Cities and Chelsea's in that, but Chelsea's and Liverpool's in that. But what if they're against a low block against I don't know, a Norwich or a Brentford or you know, a Wolves or another team that plays a 5-back? They might struggle. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Fourth place, Liverpool. I think Liverpool will be a strong contender until January when the AFCON starts and they lose Salah, Mane and Naby Keita. And I think that's when Liverpool will crumble a little bit. Obviously, I believe they've got the likes of Harvey Elliott, if I'm not mistaken. They've got Jota, they've got Firmino, and I think they, you know, might step up and win. But they do have a relatively difficult campaign in January and February, so we'll see. But I have put them fourth for all intents and purposes. And then the top 6, the fifth and sixth, I've gone with Leicester and Villa. I don't see Spurs and I don't see Arsenal getting 5th or 6th this season. I don't. I think if Spurs lose Kane, that's going to be a very, very, very torn apart Spurs squad, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they kind of deal with that. Arsenal, I just think Arteta is absolutely abysmal as a manager. It's one of those, because a lot of people think the same about Ollie, and that's totally fair enough. I just think that Arteta is not a very good manager. And looking at their squad, they've got a very much finished Aubameyang. They've got I think Ben White's a half decent signing, but it so easily can go tits up with Ben White. So their defensive issues could be as prevalent as last year. We'll see. My bottom 3, my relegation zone, I've gone with, in no particular order, because it doesn't matter. You know, they're all 3 getting relegated. I've gone with Norwich, Watford, and Newcastle. And the reason why I've gone with Newcastle is because I don't think that... I don't personally think Steve Bruce is a very good manager either. I don't think that he's particularly amazing. I don't think that he's going to inspire the squad enough. I don't think that his ability as a manager is good enough to keep them up. I think they got a little bit lucky last season to stay up. And I think Newcastle will get relegated. I think Watford are going straight back down. I just don't think that squad's good enough to stay in the Premier League. And I think Norwich will go down. Norwich have made some decent signings, and I think they've obviously strengthened their squad. I just don't see them like staying up. Like, to me, I see someone like Ivan Toney being pivotal to Brentford staying up. You know, Southampton is fringe for me. They could also go down, but yeah, for me it's Norwich, Watford, and Newcastle. But I am going to say Southampton for Norwich potentially. That's my like little little wild card, I guess. Now on to the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Europa League. I haven't actually done the Europa League on here, but we'll wing it. Anyway, League Cup, City. I just think City will win it. They win it every year, don't they? They'll probably win it. That's what I think. FA Cup, I've actually put us down for the FA Cup. I put United down for the FA Cup. And the reason why I've put United down for the FA Cup is I actually believe that we will win the FA Cup this year. I do. I think that we will pull out an FA Cup victory because we need silverware. And I think if we don't win the Premier League, we don't win European competition, I think the FA Cup will be the silverware that we win. I really do. I think we'll have a very good campaign in the FA Cup. And then for the Champions League, I've actually gone with the Chelsea repeat because Chelsea one-on-one with any club, I think can beat any club, especially better teams that maybe leave themselves a bit exposed against the Chelsea system. I think that any club can beat Chelsea. Sorry, said that wrong. I think any club can get beat by Chelsea. And I can see them doing the back-to-back. I really can. There's potential. In terms of the Europa League, United could win it. There's definitely potential for that. I think United could win it. But for me, I think AC Milan might be a shout. I think AC Milan could win the Europa League. It's very possible. We shall see. But that is going to be pretty much it for the Cups and the trophies. Now let's talk about individual accolades. So, Golden Boot, I've gone with Harry Kane. If Harry Kane moves to City, I think he will get Golden Boot. If he stays at Spurs, I don't think he's getting Golden Boot. If he moves to City, I can see him getting Golden Boot. Player of the Year, controversial, but I have gone with Bruno. And I think it ties into me saying United at top. I think if United win the Premier League, Bruno will get Player of the Year. Those go hand in hand. If United don't win the Premier League, Bruno's not winning Player of the Year, right? Young Player of the Year, I've gone with Phil Foden. I think that he'll have a standout season. And flop is kind of linked into the Young Player of the Year. I think Jack Grealish will be this year's flop. Now, flop is a very strong word. I just don't see how he lives up to a £100 million price tag. And I don't see how he gets ridiculous amounts of game time, even in the City system. I just don't see Jack Grealish hitting the ground running this year. I really don't. And I think that he won't live up to that £100 million price tag. And as a United fan, for every fan in football around the world, the price tag's everything, especially with someone like Maguire. £80 million. Nah, he's shit. Not worth it. He's awful. Overrated. You've got to hold the same standards for Grealish. If Grealish ain't performing as a £100 million player, you've got to hold him to that standard. But that is my predictions. Let me know in the comments down below what your predictions are. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.